everyone, my name is Savannah and welcome to this college week in my life. So I am a current sophomore majoring in computer science, and I just wanted to film my life for you guys this week and so you guys can see what I'm up to. So yeah, it's a kind of gloomy, just kind of cold day. It's a Monday today, and I'm starting the video a little bit later in the Monday. There was a lot of stuff going on this morning and busy class day, but I'm finally doing well. So thank you for joining me on this fun journey, and we'll see what else the week has in store for us. So before I go to my last class for today, I am just eating here at North Dining Hall, which is my favorite dining hall on campus. So I'm just swiping in with our little ID card that we have, and my favorite food to eat here is the Asian line. I love the egg rolls and the white rice and the chicken. It is absolutely my favorite. There's usually a lot of options for lunch and for dinner, so there's a lot of different things that you can eat, but this is definitely one of my faves. And this is my last class on Mondays, so this is my Fundamentals of Computing lab. So this is just a required class that computer science students have to take, and in this lab we basically just work on our week's assignments and we ask the TAs any questions that we might have. And every Monday we have our ND admissions intern meeting, so shout out to all the fellow interns. And so every Monday night, Flaherty Hall sells Barely Baked, which is cookie dough, and you can put super fun toppings on it. It's so yummy and so good, so I'm just here enjoying it with my roommates. And then on Mondays, I have a lot of homework and a lot of classes, so I'm just doing some homework and just finishing up everything so that I can get ready for Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everyone. So I had to get up at around 7 o'clock today because I had my Physics 2 exam in the morning, but it went fairly well. I then went to discrete math, which I take every Tuesday and Thursday, and this is also a required class for computer science majors, and we're doing sets and logic and a bunch of different things just for coding. So after class, I decided to come back to Flaherty, and I wanted to give you guys a little tour. So this is me just scanning in, and then this is our main area right here. There's a lot of study rooms down here, and this is just the first floor lounge. Lots of places for people to hang out, and there's also a kitchen on every floor. So a pretty cool area right here. And then in our basement, we have our gym, which has a treadmill, a bike, an elliptical machine, also some weights, which is really cool to use. And then we have vending machines, which you can use your real money for, or donor dollars. And then we have our laundry room with washers and dryers. And this here is our chapel, where we have mass every week, and it's just so pretty in here. It's amazing acoustics in here as well. And then here we also have a typical bathroom in Flaherty, so it's just like 5 stalls, and then also 5 showers, so really nice in there as well. And then here is the 3rd floor lounge, so lots of places to study. There's some desks and couches, and then over there is the other section of the 3rd floor, and then our kitchen, and just some more places to hang out. So after my very quick nap time and my classes, my roommates and I decided to go to Goodwill and Target because we wanted to get some things for our Halloween costumes, which you guys will see later on in the video. So after band rehearsal and dinner again, I just made some hot chocolate because it was getting a little bit cooler, so I just wanted to have something to drink as I was finishing up my homework and falling asleep. So yeah, a pretty good Tuesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We are in the middle of the week, halfway done. So this is my first class that I take Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It is at 8:20, and it is Physics 2, and it is about electromagnetism, so we do a lot of things with currents and circuits. So this is my second class I have, so it's called Fundamentals of Computing, and we had that lab earlier on Monday. And this is my main coding class that I'm taking, so we are using our Linux machines and we are learning the programming language C. Next, I go to Jesus and Salvation. So this is my second theology requirement. That is a requirement to graduate from this university, and we're just learning about who Jesus is and like kind of what salvation means. This is also a great class, and it is not required to be Catholic or to have a certain belief. Wanted to show it's a beautiful day. I know on Monday it was like a little bit colder and like rainy, but like today it is so beautiful on campus. I'm just gonna do a little 360. It's so beautiful, it's so green. The dome is over there somewhere, but yeah, it's so lovely outside, so super exciting. So in this room is where my calculus class is located, at the bottom of Bond Hall. It's so nice in here, and we usually work in small groups and work on questions and problems all together. Welcome to South Dining Hall. So this is on the south side of campus, and it doesn't really differ too much from North Dining Hall based on the food options. They usually have kind of the same things. And this is what I got for lunch today, just a quesadilla, some corn and beans, and some green beans. So just had dinner. Sorry I did not record it, I kind of forgot, but I had some like fried ravioli, we had like cheese inside and some white rice. It was so yummy. So yeah, I'm just walking back to Flaherty right now to study, but just wanted to show you guys. This is the library, the Hesburgh Library, so there's lots of kids in there doing their studying, and it's really close to Flaherty, which is really nice. So now I'm rewatching a review session that my professor did because we have our calc test tomorrow, and I wanted to make sure that I was fresh on the topics and that I understood everything. It is now Thursday, and here Emily and I are about to prepare for our Calc 3 test. And then after that I went to North Dining Hall and got some breakfast. I got a yummy omelet, I got some oatmeal, and I believe that's some potatoes. So this is inside of the Hesburgh Library. There are lots of floors, so many places to study, so many desks. It's just a great place to do your homework and to study. Then I had my Physics 2 lab, and today in class we were working on currents and seeing how currents flow through different circuits. So for band practice today, we had our special Halloween rehearsal, so all the different sections dressed up as different things, and us sophomore clarinets, we were dressed up as Bob Ross and his like color palette. But here's a video of our basses playing VeggieTales. So after studying some more and band practice, I went over to St. Mary's College to help bake cookies with a fellow clarinet player and her roommate. We do this about like every few games, and we just make cookies for the whole section. Overall, pretty good Thursday, a long day. It's pretty late at night, but it's been a good one, and I'm just excited for tomorrow. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. I'm on my way to physics and like my morning classes. I only have 3 today, which is so fun. But then on Fridays, since I live in Flaherty Hall, we have like Flare Fridays, which we wear like purple and kind of have like a little spirit day going on. So I'm wearing like my purple and white hoodie that I got from Target. Super cute. And then yeah, later I think we're gonna have some marching band stuff for the home game coming up. So yeah, excited for today. And it is a little bit rainy today. I should have brought a raincoat, but that's okay. I have my umbrella, so okay, let's go. So after physics and fundamentals of computing and right before calculus 3, I came to the library to try to do some studying and homework, just because it's a home game tomorrow and Saturdays are just really crazy, so I never have a chance to do homework, and so I try to get ahead on Fridays just so that Sunday I am better prepared for the week. Then I got some lunch with Andrea. So every Friday around 4:30 before a home game, the marching band does our march out from the Golden Dome to our practice fields. So for this march out, it's a lot more casual. We aren't in our full uniforms, but everyone still gets together and lots of families are cheering and clapping along, and it's super fun. This is an example of a march out that we would usually do because I do not have a video from the UNC week. So after more rehearsal for the game tomorrow, eating dinner, and finishing up some homework, this is the famous Midnight Drummer Circle that happens at midnight before the home games. And so everyone just loves to come to the Dome and just have a great time. The drummers come out, they play a bunch of cadences that they play during the game, and it's just one of my favorite traditions. morning, Irish fans. Happy Saturday. Happy Beat UNC Day. Hashtag beat Tar Heels. So it's Saturday. I just got up a little bit ago, was doing some laundry, and then I'm just going to get some breakfast before I get changed and everything for band. So let's go ahead and get on with our game day. And this was my breakfast for today's night game. Just had some oatmeal with brown sugar and some potatoes. And yeah, just wanted to get some fuel before the day really started. Let's change out this. So after concert on the steps and doing player walk, we do our game day march out to the stadium. So this is when we are in our full uniforms and we're marching from the dome to the stadium. This march out is so hype. I love this march out so much, and it's really a great time. And this is the pregame performance where we perform some school songs and also the national anthem. It just happens before the game just to get the fans hyped.
Our Lady Queen of Victory. Captain
So by halftime, we were up 17-13, and then as a band, we performed our halftime performance with a lot of popular songs. And we also dedicated our alma mater to a band director that was at Notre Dame in the 90s, and he passed away a few weeks ago. So that was something really nice that we did.
who passed away last Monday at the age of 90.
So we ended up beating North Carolina 44-34. It was such a fun game day. It was our last night game, which was so sad. And I know this scene might seem a little crazy, but my roommates and I, after the game, we just had a little dance party in our room, turned the lights off, turned on our LED lights, and it was just so fun to just have a little party to celebrate the win. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Halloween. This is the last day that I'm vlogging for you guys, so it's a little bit sad, but this should be a fun day. I'm doing a little bit of homework in the morning. I'm gonna get lunch probably, and then I think my friends and I were gonna try to do something for Halloween, maybe go trick-or-treating or just take some pictures, just do something fun. So we'll see what the day takes us. So I think this next clip sounds a little confusing, and also the audio is a little bit weird, but basically I just had to go to the ER because my ear was hurting. It was just a whole situation, but I'm all good. I was all checked out and everything was okay, so yeah. So after I got my ear all checked out and figured that everything was okay, I came back to Flaherty, and then my friend group and I decided to take some pictures in front of the dome because we were Scooby-Doo and the gang for Halloween. So such a fun group costume. So this is just our fun process of taking some photos. We then went to dinner in our costumes. And then we went down to the floor below us because they had some candy, and even though this was the only trick-or-treating that we did, it was still fun and, you know, fun to get some candy and to hang out with my roommates. Hello again, everyone. Velma here. I am still in my Halloween costume just because, hey, it's midnight and you know what, why not? But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. This actually ends this college week in my life. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments or just anything you want to say, feel free to leave them in the comments down below, and I'm sure I'll get to responding those at some point. And if you want to reach out to other ND Admissions interns or just your college admissions counselor, feel free to follow ND Admissions on social media. I will have all the links down below in the description. I'll also float some links here on the screen, not links, but some cool little tabs on the screen, so super exciting. But again, thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to see more videos like this, definitely let us know in the comments, and just thanks for joining me on this fun journey in this fun college week in my life, and yeah, have a good night, everyone. Go Irish!